Hawkman #3, Robert Venditti writing, Brian Hitch on the art.
And you are missing out on some immense fun because this opens with him fighting a T-Rex.
Yep.
I mean, what more do you want?
That's different artist and writer.
No, see, Venditti, I've been overly harsh. I won't say overly, because some of it's been needed. I've been harsh on Venditti in the past, but I feel like he's hit his groove here with Hawkman.
I feel like when he lands, he really lands because I've been really enjoying the stuff that landed of his Green Lantern stuff. I loved. Some stuff not so great. I really enjoyed his Exo Manowar stuff at Valiant a few years back.
I've heard that's good.
That was really good. But then obviously his New 52 Flash was awful.
Not so good. But I think that's more of a symptom of the New 52, and they were trying to change Flash so much that it just didn't work. Here though, again, he's fighting a T-Rex, but he's doing it in a way where he's not trying to hurt the Rex, because he knows like the Rex is just looking for food. Yeah. So he's basically just trying to keep it at bay to wear it down, so it realizes like, hey, I'm not an easy lunch, and so he's jumping
smacks
off
it into
the
a tree, so it'll just leave him alone.
And because he's in this jungle on Dinosaur Island, he can't fly. And so he's having to use his wits to him. And he has a scepter from the last issue, and he has his mace. So he's using them in conjunction, which looks cool. Like,
the art for the most part I really like, actually. There is one moment where he's found the T-Rex. It's just on the page where he smashes the T-Rex into the tree.
Yeah.
Some weird contortion going on with his body in one panel.
Yeah. I think there's some more of that too when he fights the flying.
There might
people.
be. It's not often. It's just every so often there's he doesn't quite look right.
Yeah. But so he deals with the T-Rex and he's heading up towards this mountain, and he has this calling on Dinosaur Island to the top of this mountain. That's where he runs into. They're called Featherins.
Yeah,
Featherins, something along those lines. Which they're people, but instead of being descended from apes, it looks like they're descended from birds. And I looked them up, and pre-Flashpoint, they showed up with Black Adam, because he had like the hawk-headed people. They were one of them. Yeah, right. So I think that was in JSA. But basically, they ran into some issues with their homeland being destroyed, so Black Adam opened conduct to them. So these ones look different, though. These look like people, but with wings, like on their arms and stuff.
Yeah,
almost like
the
Tengu.
wings kind of grow out of their arms, don't they?
Yeah. They're like the Japanese mythological creature, a Tengu.
Yeah.
Right. So, and they're flying around, and he's trying not to fight them, but they keep coming. So we get some cool aerial battle stuff, but like Connor said, some of the positions are a little bit off.
Yeah,
but
nice new addition though. At one point they knock his mace out of his hand, and it comes back.
So I have a big stupid smile on my face because what did this remind you of, Connor?
I mean, it's Thor, right?
Right, it's Thor.
Yeah, we've just gone. Okay, let's just make him Thor.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
His mace goes to drop, and he goes, "Oh no, my mace!" And then it comes back to him, and now he starts throwing the mace, and it comes back, and that's how he battles these bird people. And he says every time they fall, they just kind of disappear. And then when we find out, he fights them all. He gets to the top, and there's this old like shaman, Faith Aaron, and he's like, "Oh, I've been told by my grandfather, since the time of my grandfather's grandfather, that a Hawkman would come back to us, and I've been waiting here for ages." And then he kind of just disappears. It becomes like the ether.
Yeah,
so
he makes a point of saying, who left you here to guard this mountain? Right. And he was like, oh yeah, you said you might not remember that. With each life you lose some more memory, but it was you, but not you. And he's like, but I'm sure you understand what I mean by that.
Yeah, there's a really nice bit of writing that there, because it reminded me a lot of Yoda, because it was you, but it wasn't you, but you would say that you would remember that, like. But did he just commit genocide? Did he take out this entire tribe of Faith Aarons?
I think so.
Okay, I'm just checking if that's.
But it sounds like okay. They were there to guard it just as a challenge, like only he'd be able to get through, right?
Right.
So
But,
I assume there's other, is it genocide if they still exist elsewhere?
Well, I'm just saying of this particular tribe because it saved
this
like all the
particular tribe, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You'd think like even in his older form, whenever form came to Dinosaur Island and told the shaman he would return, you would think there'd be a better way than just murdering every warrior in that tribe. But hey,
yeah.
I'm not Carter Hall, so who am I to know? But he goes into this cave, and the shaman had told him he would need that hawk scepter for the next part. And so he gets into the cave, and it looks like almost like a spaceship. Like it's rounded, and it's not stone. It looks more like metal.
And there's this pedestal in the middle, and it's got the symbol with the hawk on it that he has on his chest. And so he snaps off the head of the scepter and kind of places it into the hole, and it activates like a planetarium.
Yep, and you
see
all
these constellations,
but they're not of Earth. Like they're different, and it's a legend of the 7 sons, right? And the 7 daughters,
7 brothers and 7 sisters.
7 brothers and 7 sisters. And so I'm wondering if that has to do with him. And his
and then he says, and the first great hero, Calmaran, I remember. And that sounds like okay, that could be one of his
identities.
Yeah.
And then the issue ends with someone yelling at him, and
he kind of gets he holds his head and goes, "Oh, not again!" And then there's like this teleport thing that happens again. Yeah,
and he's on Thanagar, and he's being told to move by none other than Qatar Hole, his Thanagarian version.
I did like the final caption. They're done in the diary entry style, still left over from Metal, and it's why am I never happy to see me?
Yep.
Give me a good chuckle. So I was like, yeah, I'm so into this.
Oh, me too.
This book is issue. So good.
Like, he's fighting a dinosaur. He becomes Thor. Like, Venditti just like, oh, every bad thing you've said about me since Flash, I'm going to try to erase it the best I can.
He's making a damn fine effort as well.
Yeah, it's very pulpy. It hits every beat that I love.
Yeah.
So I can't, like, oh, man.
This is probably the book I'm having the most fun with right now. Yeah. So I'm not saying it's the best book, but it's the most fun.
Yeah, definitely. This will be one that I'll collect and trade to go with my singles. Like, this is one physical single that I'm not going to give up. Like,
can't get rid of that.
That's what I'm making room for. Like, yeah. So, but if I'm rating it, I'm rating it high, and it's a 9. I thoroughly enjoyed this issue.
I'm going with the 9 too. It's so good.
Look at that.